I don't want to hear about prospects. I don't want to hear about protecting the future. The Yankees have to go for it. If the Yankees, I just did a sports minute, and I mean this, if Brian Cashman doesn't make multiple big trades, take away his key swipe, and lock him out of the building forever, because it will be negligible not to give this team the horses to make a run. Sal, when you, and they are far from perfect. They're basically broken, with Boone saying this, oh, we're almost there. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not almost there. Your former pitcher's right, Severino. You got 2 good hitters. That's it. And you have about 2 good pitchers. That's it. Team's not good. All right? So with that being said, though, you got 3 all-timers. You cannot justify not taking a big swing. And I don't care if it's Dominguez, less, though, with him. But even Spencer Jones, you want him, you take them. Otherwise, Yanks have no chance to win a World Series. Zero.
I think that's crazy talk. Now, I'm with you. I'm with you that they have no chance to win a World Series. Okay, although you could say, well, they're going to be in the playoffs, which, by the way, even that is in question. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago or last year. But why would you? You just said it yourself. This team isn't any good. Why would you then invest further in a team that is sinking? Like, I'm not throwing money or prospects in this particular case to try to save a team that I don't believe in. So while I would have been preseason open to trading Spencer Jones for Corbin Burns because I believe the Yankees could win a World Series if they made that move, now I've seen months of this team in action. I've seen too much bad to say, well, I'm giving up Spencer Jones or Dominguez to harm the future. Right now, those guys are my best way out of it years down the road. Let Soto go, spend the money maybe elsewhere, get rid of some of these bad contracts and older players, and fix this team with the youth. I'm not trading to bring in guys for a dead team walking. I don't think there are moves out there that could save this team.
Well, that's for Cashman to figure out. I've given you the name McMahon a few times, the lefty third baseman, exactly what they need. I don't know if they're. I don't listen. I don't know if the Rockies are going to trade him. That's not my job. My job is to tell people what's wrong. It's his job to fix it.
Right.
All right. So what I think the way you fix that is you've got to entice them, and you've got to be overly aggressive. And the way you do that is you part with things you don't want to part with. Listen, I mean, time's ticking, dude. They have not won since 2009. We're not going to go chapter and verse about the myriad failures and the swing and misses, the bad contact. Nobody cares anyway. Everybody knows how the Yankees have gotten to this point. It is Brian Cashman's responsibility to step up to the plate and swing for the fences. Now, I think fundamentally you and I do disagree, but I hear you to an extent. I do hear you to an extent. The difference, though, like if Judge wasn't here and Soto wasn't here and Cole, who, by the way, starting to resemble Garrett Cole again, wasn't here, there'd be nothing to say. I'd say this team, and even if they had even if they had a few all-stars, but not quite all-timers like Judge and Soto, I wouldn't be saying this. You owe it. You forget about us. You owe it to Aaron Judge. You owe it to Garrett Cole. And you owe it to yourselves to make sure you do everything possible to entice Juan Soto to stay.
Right, but aren't those things that should have been done in the offseason? Like, forget about the Soto staying part. The idea of building a team that could, all right, you went and got Soto, great. Yeah. Now go further. Like, they didn't do enough in the offseason. To me, that was obvious. We got fooled because of the early start that they played so well. It's like, all right, well, maybe they did the Soto effect. Well, now that's gone away. So how do you – I would be with you theoretically because of everything you're saying. Judge, Soto, Cole, hey, you got to go all in. Damn the prospects. Go trade the prospects, go all in. I'm seeing a team that is going the wrong way for a prolonged period. This is not a 3-week stretch that they need help. They're not good. They are one of the worst teams in baseball over the better part of now, 6 weeks?
Yeah, exactly. June 15th.
That's not 3 weeks. That's a long time now. So are they actually good? And can they be saved? If there were 1 or 2 clear moves, then I'd be just like you, screaming for, hey, trade the prospects, get the difference-making moves, and put this team over the top and at least take your shot at it. I don't think that they could be fixed.
See, but so let's say that they made 2 moves, and they were the right moves, significant, substantial upgrades, right? So it's not, it is literally about the 2 moves, but really it's times 2. Because if you make those 2 moves, not only do you strengthen 2 positions, again, theoretically, but most importantly, you get guys off the field who don't deserve to play. How many times can you write DJ LeMahieu's name on a lineup card? I say this with respect, but I had no other way to say it. He's done. He's finished. He can't run. He can't hit. He can't throw. He is shot. He is He's like us.
Yeah, and he's been done. He's been done. They should have realized this earlier on.
Gleyber Torres. We're going to do this dog and pony show another month. Oh, maybe Gleyber's going to wake up. He's not. He's not. Still booting balls. Still has his head up his behind. It's just like, so not only do you bring in two players who are really good, but then simultaneously by doing that, you get rid of two scrubs.
Understood, but
then you can win.
All right,
That's where we disagree.
What about the bullpen issues? What about the rest of the rotation?
Those are ancillary moves.
But you're trying to talk about winning a World Series. Like, I don't see one hole on this team or two holes in the lineup that if you patch that, all of a sudden they're a World Series team. Now, could they be better? Sure. They're trying to sell you. I mean, look at how desperate it's. Oh, Stanton coming back. Oh, he's coming back soon. Big deal. If you're relying that much on Giancarlo Stanton, you don't have that good of a team. I'm sorry. Because you know what's going to happen? Stanton's going to come back. He'll be cold for a while. Maybe he'll hit his hot streak. And then guess what? He's going to get hurt again. Because he always does. Verdugo has become a massive problem.
He's a mess.
A massive problem.
Very disappointed, Nat. I loved him. He is a mess.
They're moving Austin Wells up. You're still relying on Rice. You still got some young guys that you don't know what they are. You're relying on even Volpe already starting to swing the bat better coming out of the break here. But still, what's he going to be? So even if you upgrade two pieces, and then look at the rotation. Stroman, before you can get in your seat, is behind the 8 ball, giving up a home run to the first bat. Like, it's just one. And I'm not saying he's been a major part of the problem, but come on, they need a good start. Rodon's a disaster. Cortez can't get anybody out all of a sudden.
I know.
I mean, you don't know. Like, they got rotation issues, bullpen issues, lineup issues. Anything else?
Managerial issues, general manager issues. They got a bunch of issues.
Right. So why would you want to go all in?
You have to. It would be criminal. Now, there's no guarantee, especially it's not the NBA where you bring in a LeBron. Hey, we're going to win 70 games, or Steph and a KD. Union with Klay Thompson, win 70-something games, win the championship. Baseball's different. It is the highest rate of failure, probably along with golf. I get it. There is no magical potion. But let me state this very clearly, as clearly as I can say anything on the best sports station in the world of all time. If they don't go for it, they are disgraceful, and they are no longer the Yankees. You have enough here. You've got enough all-time stuff here. You must take a swing. And if you miss, well, then we can live with that. Then you pick up the pieces, and you probably have a new manager and maybe a new GM, and maybe you lose out on some kids that you thought would be good. You must go for it. Must. 888-808-1019. BT and Sal here on the Fan Sal.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Jamie is calling from Erie, Pennsylvania. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking the call. I agree with both you guys to a degree. Why go all in when we have 6 or 7 glaring holes in the lineup right now?
I want to tell you why, and I'll let you finish, but because so does every other team, and they don't have a Soto with a Judge and a Cole. That's why.
Exactly, that's where. Okay, that was where I agreed with Sal, but now BT, I agree with you too, because we have Soto, and Judge, and you're talking about two of the probably best 4 players in all of baseball, and if we don't do something, we're just wasting this opportunity to have these two guys on the same team.
Yes.
And if we don't get them some help, they can't do it by themselves. But I mean, why do they have to bat second and third? Why couldn't they bat third and fourth and just take the?
I mean, that's more of a philosophy, I don't really know. I mean, I'm still in the mindset, put your best hitter 3, put your other guy 4. Let's go.
Right.
Give me a little speed, 1 and 2, and let's go.
The answer is you want to maximize their at-bats. So you put them higher in the order. Like, I never liked it either. I'm with you. I'm more old school, 3-4. Have your best hitter should be 3rd, and have your cleanup hitter being 4th. But with this lineup, does it make a difference?
Because you don't really know who you put in 1-2. If you had answers at 1-2, I think you may be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, could you picture a lineup potentially with Volpe and Rice in front of Soto and Judge? I mean, maybe, but
we're not there right now. Not with Volpe.
Yeah, and not even with, like, Rice is hitting 211. I know everybody, Ben Rice, the home runs and the walk. Come on, he's hitting 211. It's not like he's lighting the world on fire. He's better than the slop that we saw before that, but the Yankees are a mess right now. Verdugo was their cleanup hitter. He's killing them. He can't get a hit.
I can't.
They can't get a hit.
He's no John skates in the outfield too. All of a sudden.
No, I mean,
that was. I mean, that was a couple games ago. It was before the All-Star break, but Volpe booting that ball and that play in left field on skates when he went down. I mean, jeez.
Routine
symbolic
grounder.
of the mess that they've been.
Routine grounder.
Yep.
If you didn't think that was symbolic going into the All-Star break, sitting on that, and then they come out of it and they get the win, you're thinking, all right.
Yeah,
you know what?
crisp, too. Scored runs, played well.
Here we go. Yankees are back. And then they drop the next two.
They got hammered.
Yeah. They're not good.
They're not good, Sal. Listen, I don't want to bombard people with numbers, but you just to back this up, you have to hear this. I mean, since June 15th, many of you probably heard that they're 9-20. Okay, or at least feel that it's somewhere around 9-20, which is the 29th worst record in baseball. I'm not going to give you all the stats. They've got the 28th batting average, 28th worst. They've given up the 29th most runs per game, and they're dead last in home runs allowed. So when we say right now they're doing nothing well, it's not hyperbole. It's not getting on the air with a hot take. If they don't fix this, they have zero chance to win.
And they just keep sitting back saying it's going to change. It's just a rough stretch. This is baseball. It's a grind. They've been saying that for 6 weeks.
Can I give you a silver lining?
Yeah.
I don't believe that they believe that. I believe that they're just like what they're currently espousing. It's just business. If not, it's going to be a hot show the next day. I truly believe of all the years that they're going to bring in multiple big pieces, I do believe this is going to be the year.
Right, and then that's where we disagree, that even if they do that, which is not, I'm not saying they won't do, I think they will, as a matter of fact. I'm with you on that. I'm saying that they shouldn't do that. I understand why you're saying they should, and I understand why they're going to, but like, you can't symbolically give up on the season when you have that. This is New York. It's the Yankees, the way they... I think it's stupid. I think it's going to hurt them, especially if they give up big pieces. But let's say that they do. I don't even think it's going to fix them. I don't think that they can be fixed. I think it's that bad. Hank is in Fairfield, Connecticut. What's up, Hank?
Hi, fellas. How you doing?
Good. What's up, Hank?
Hey, bud.
BT, you're a baseball guy. I know you are. Both of you guys are, but you're a coach. I coach my son. Not on this level, but this team ignoring the basic IQ baseball fundamentals to me is insane.
Yeah.
Examples from yesterday, and I know he's Juan Soto. I get he's great. Bases loaded.
Rio.
But he's allowed to swing 3-0.
Clearing Judge behind you, and you're swinging double play ball. And to your point, backing it up, BT, about Boone. If I have to listen to him one more time in a post-game press conference, tell me about DJ LeMahieu deserving to be in the lineup every day. What are they watching that we're not?
There's no excuse for that. So, sorry.
I don't know. I mean, this even goes back to the fundamentals. I understand it's a very different game, Sal, but even Trent Grisham.
Yeah.
At this point, he was hitting about 120, if he was even hitting that. Remember the game when Soto was out? Of course, the series with the Dodgers, Soto was out, he's playing, fails to get down a bunt. Remember that?
Yeah.
This has always been, I think, is a different conversation, maybe not for today, more of an off-season thing, but this is part of the erosion of the Yankees. We have David Wells coming up in about 13 minutes, going to join us, right? Get ready, Subway Series, have a little fun with Boomer. He's nuts. We'll see where it goes. But think about his teammates and think about the way they played, and not just the superstars, but the other guys who knew their role and were so strong on fundamentals. The Yankees just, the inner guts of the Yankees it's kind of broken.
I don't know if I would say that the inner guts or get caught up in the little things. I think it's also big things with this Yankee team here. They just the idea that they would run DJ LeMahieu out there off of what we saw last year, and then all year long, how you want to talk about? Do they need a star? Whether it's McMahon or Vladdy, whatever, to help the lineup, sure. There's no excuse why you cannot find an upgrade over DJ LeMahieu immediately. And they've been running him out there for months. I don't understand it. He's washed. If they cut LeMahieu today, he's out of Major League Baseball. No, he's not going to stick anywhere. Maybe somebody signs him and gives him a chance. He's going to be out because he's not any good. We know he's toast. You tell me they can't find anybody that would be better than DJ LeMahieu?
Anybody would be better in the sense that it's a lively, bouncy, youthful body that can score from first base on a double.
So what are we doing? Why is he still being run out there every day? What are we waiting for?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can see how you say, well, the market doesn't develop. Yeah, for big pieces. To cut LeMahieu and find a replacement, it shouldn't be that difficult.
And it's not like this is the anomaly. He's been a decaying athlete for years.
That's what I mean. It's not like you're waiting for him all of a sudden to regain last year's form. He's been bad for a long time. Why is it taking him so long to figure that out? Gary's in Howell. What's up, Gary?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
Hey, Gare.
Thanks for taking my call.
You got it, buddy.
So I mean, listen, I'm in agreement with both of you, but I think I'm a big Yankees fan. I'm leaning more towards BT with just I think you just got to go all in on it. The question is they have a lot of holes. I mean, I know with LeMahieu throwing out there and Torres going out there. Like to me, I want to be respectful, but these guys are zeros, and Torres to me is he just has a loser mentality, and I think if they do get a McMahon, whatever his name is, the third baseman, or Vladdy, it could change a little bit of the momentum for them. But I also think they have a lot of holes in the bullpen. So could they get a Vladdy and still fill those holes in the bullpen?
I think they could. Listen, thanks for the call there. I mean, to get Vladdy, you're going to have to give up some real pieces. Spencer Jones, whatever. To get the pieces, I believe required to fix the pen, you're talking guys, maybe one or two again, I don't want to dilute this with minor league stuff, but, maybe two prospects who are, like 8th through 12th in the Yankee system. Not their top prospects. You can always do it. Yeah.
But they gave up a lot to get Soto, as far as like the prospects.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I got you.
And same thing with Verdugo. Like, it's not like they didn't make moves already.
Yeah, the system's pretty good, though, Sal. They found a way to regenerate at least on paper in terms of how these players are perceived. Now, Spencer Jones, he's lost some of his luster. He has not played great this year.
You think we'll say this. We'll take a break, get back to your calls. I want to ask you a question, though, about the Yankees, whether they actually would. I know, okay, going for a different story, but will they actually give up Spencer Jones or Dominguez or top prospect to be all in? That's a different question. We'll get to that on the other side.